Good evening, one and all. It's a Friday, it's the end of the week, and today we are jumping in to some MtG Arena. For those of you who don't know what MtG stands for, it's Magic the Gathering, hence the category that we are in here today. So, yes, indeed. Now, we've had this on stream a couple times over, playing Standard primarily. I'm more confident with Standard as it's the cards I'm aware of. There are other formats which extend into basically all of the cards historically, hence historic, and I'm sticking with the ones that I actually know and understand for now because those other mechanics get a little bit ridiculous. I mean, some of the current mechanics also get ridiculous, but you know, there is a limited amount of ridiculous. A learnable amount of ridiculous for someone who is still a noob to it all. But welcome on in, hope you're doing well where you are around the world. And of course, Mirrorly, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs as well. As we were starting up the stream, that's gone out to Rogue Wraith23, to It's Just Kelsey, to Mountain Cow, I think that's supposed to be Mountain MTN Cow, to Lord of Kempo, and to PM Summers. Mirrorly, thank you very much on that, I really do appreciate it. Right, y'all. I suppose I should probably be showing you what deck I put together. Oh yes, indeed. Now, I don't expect it's going to be an amazing one, but it is a deck that has been made. Right here. This Brawl deck is a Glissa deck. Glissa Sun Slayer. Costs 3 mana to cast. That is a black, green, and then just 1 more mana. The reason it is important to note those colours is that in Brawl, which is basically the arena version of Commander, it is my understanding that you are only allowed cards that have the colours that match your Commander. So by choosing a green-black Commander here, I can have black cards and I can have green cards in my deck, but I can't have blue, white, red, or cards which involve those 3 colours in any way whatsoever. So if, for example, there is a card which is a black card but also has a blue feature, not allowed. If it's colourless but has a blue feature, not allowed. Did Arena create Commander? I don't think Arena created Commander, but Arena has a Commander version, which is Brawl. And now, Standard Brawl, which is what we got set up for here, rather than typical Commander, is a 60 card setup, similar to Standard deck rules, and it only uses cards from the Standard meta, which is probably the reason for the 60 card limit. Otherwise you'll be digging into some far from ideal cards if you have to get 40 more to fill it out. But yeah, it's a one-on-one singleton card format, that's right, and it's 60 cards when you do Standard Brawl. Whereas like Commander, as it were, in paper, that could be up to 4 players. Yeah, I think it's up to 4 players that works for. Still, it's a singleton format. That's the big takeaway. That's the big difference from other formats. It's singleton. You can see all these pips here saying, yep, nope, you can only put one of these in. And it's exactly 60 cards. No leeway on that. The only leeway on the whole singleton thing is that you can have more than one of basic lands. I've got 8 swamps, 7 forests, a bunch of dual lands, and then a couple, what do you call them? A couple non-type lands, I guess, non-coloured lands, colourless lands, whatever you want to call it. The word escaped me there. Point is, we have a deck. I've only given it a couple plays, and in those couple plays, I'll be quite honest, the people I were facing gave up. They quit partway through. I think they got bored of me trying to figure out, okay, how do I counter you? Inane bullcrap you've created. And they recognised that not only was I thinking it through, but also would probably be beating them. So that's good news, I guess. All we can do is find out. Does it work long term, or was it just a fluke? Let's see, will Lady Luck absolutely humiliate me today? Let's find out. Kemba saying, Commander doesn't really have a player limit, I've done 5 before. I mean, yeah, technically you can go as high as you want, but the actual mode itself is kind of designed as up to 4. Glissa's alright as long as the part's okay? Ah, well, about that. Oh, so this person is running Shouldered, a normal Shouldered, not Shouldered the Apocalypse. So that gives me a little bit of time to work against them. So let's keep this hand. I'm quite happy with it. And Seeing as I'm going first, let's pop that down because I do not need to play cut down straight away. So yeah. Okay, they're going to look at my hand and take something away. Well, that's slightly annoying. They can't take away a creature. They're probably going to take trash to town. Oh, no, they went for cut down. That's curious. They went for cut down, but they left me shoot the sheriff. Alright. Shoot the sheriff is a 2-mana destroy target non-outlaw creature. So unless they're running rogues and the like, that gives me more freedom than cut down. It's just more expensive. Whereas cut down is destroy a creature with a total power and toughness of 5 or less. Okay, they're going to continue to work through my hand. Not a fan of this, to be quite honest. Not a fan, but that's fine. We'll drop a bit of mana. If they do that again, I might be in trouble. So Evolve Sleeper, I would definitely be in a cut down mood, but I'm going to still destroy that outright because this thing does evolve and quite dangerously quite quickly. I'm not going to let him do that. Simply not an option. So let's put down this, and let's put down a Mana Dork. I don't think it's going to live. Because they're playing mono black, I expect them to have kill cards. I want them to kill this rather than my commander. That feels like the play here. Because if they don't kill it, then even if I don't draw mana next turn, I can put out my Sheoldred. They've not killed it. If the creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Well, that's not good. That is not good. I don't like that. But no matter. No matter. Now they know that I have Sheoldred. They probably want to kill Sheoldred instead. So, I wonder if I cast this instead. Because if I put this down, I can power up Cammy to get even more mana out of it and force him to kill that instead of Shelly. I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can force them to have to spend what little kill cards they have on my mana creature rather than being able to go straight for Shelly. Max only is a sorcery, so we might as well just do it now. Pop that on you. And there we are. It's gone from a 1-1 to a 4-4, just like that. That should be a little bit more threatening to them. So now either they deal with it, or I have a hell of a lot of mana to work with. There it is. Okay. So they've now spent their blot out cards. They don't have another of those because it is all singleton format. It means I can't now cast Shelly, which is a slight shame. However, I can now cast this one. Still not going for my commander just yet. He's building up to that 5 mana. He's one step away from being able to summon his Sheoldred, which I don't like. But whilst he is sending my creatures to exile rather than the graveyard, he's actually weakening his Sheoldred. Okay, well that gets rid of my Gix. Yeah. Not great. Gonna attack that outright. It goes down 2 points. Fair enough. Okay. I think it's about time that I bring out Glissa. I do think it's about time we do that. Now he might have a kill card ready for it. We'll see. Oh, he's going to play Shelly. He's got the mana for Shelly. The Shelly, when it enters the battlefield, he's not doing that. Okay, I have a turn. When Shelly enters the battlefield, I have to sacrifice a creature. What's he doing instead then? He's decided not to go for Shelly. Look at the top card of your library. Yep, yep. Okay. This isn't what I expected from him, but it's what he's done. Yep, you have a 3-3 now. Is he dumb enough to attack into my first strike? Is he? No, he's not dumb enough to do that. Okay then. Fair enough. For a moment I thought I might have had something. Alright. Well, I'm gonna... I've got this, which can allow me to draw a whole bunch of cards. And honestly might not be a bad shout. Yeah, that might not be a bad shout. So, let's first of all swing with this. Now I'm going to do something a little bit odd here. I'm going to swing at the player rather than the Planeswalker, even though I know that Planeswalker is a massive freaking threat. So next we go over the blockers. He chooses not to block, so because I still want to deal with that creature, I'm not going to spend this. Doing this, I can now remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. This one right here. Bap, bap, bap. And so I have technically hit him for 3 and his Planeswalker for 3 at the same time. Now we can bring this out. And so now if he summons his Sheoldred, I can sack Glissa instead of my Sheoldred, or sack a choice of creature and still have a defense in this. Instead he's gone for the straight destruction, and yeah, it's exiled as well. That thing still exiling is... Oh, I forgot it could +1/+1. Shit. I forgot that could +1/+1 itself. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to have yet another kill card, but now I realise he's got that in there as well. Okay, for 3 mana, he can exile a target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature, he creates another zombie. Cool. Well, I don't have any creatures there because he's been exiling them already, but he has got a creature from his graveyard that he could turn into a zombie as well. So I do need to bear that in mind. Well, this is getting a little bit problematic, not going to lie to you. Not going to lie. So... I'm going to buff up this. There we go. And swing away. Straight at his face. Let's go to his blockers. He's blocking with just the 1. Excellent. So, I'm going to give it trample and card draw. Get the full mana value out of this. Target creature. Auto pay. And now we'll go straight through this thing, hit him there for 4 damage. That zombie dies, doesn't matter that much. Remove up to 3 counters. This thing. 1, 2, 3. That is a dead Planeswalker. I get a couple cards. That is all good news for me. And that ends my turn. I'm exposed to the damage here, and I'm exposed to his Sheoldred. There it is, about bloody time. We'll take that back into the Commander Zone, thank you very much. But that's fine, it's very, very far from the end of the world. So now we're going to Forest. We're going to resummon this. It costs more this time because it previously died. And then we're going to summon this as well. A reach Death Touch. A Death Touch creature could really help me right now. So yeah, I'm going to leave that as my next card draw. Now he has got a card which will force me to sacrifice a creature. So I'm very likely to be able to block Sheoldred here. As much as it would be nice to force that away. But of more value to me is trying to just slow down the other stuff he has that he's trying to advance with. I'm really hoping he doesn't have a targeted kill card, because that would be very bad for me. Oh, he's got a different kind of Sheoldred. Excellent. This is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. And he's still thinking about casting one of those other things. He goes, no, he's going to give himself +1/+1, okay? Going to do it twice. 3 times. Okay, does he realise that I have first strike? I can just... I'm going to sack this one here because there's not really any reason to hold on to it. Actually, no. No, it's protecting me. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that because it's protecting me from being forced to sacrifice. There we go. What I'm going to actually do here is immediately force him now to sacrifice a non-token creature. So we can either get rid of his lovely Shouldred, which he chooses to. That's fine. I know that resummoning it he can afford, and it'll cause me to lose a creature. But it still helps me get somewhere. Alright. Let's pop this onto the field. And whilst we're at it, seeing as I'm basically out of options, I'm going to buff this up. Buffing that up like that, I now have a few more options on that side as well. If I swing here, he can then just swing at me fully for a lot of damage, and if he has any kind of buffs on that, I am really screwed. So what I'm going to do here is make no attacks. I'm going to hold, because I need the hit points. And so by blocking, I have a great chance of handling that. Is he going to summon Shelly, or is he going to use the 2 cards in his hand? He's going to summon Shelly. Okay, makes sense. Forces me to sacrifice a creature. You would have attacked a flyer, but I'm using the flyer as basically to tank the incoming attacks here. So I can use this flyer. I could have attacked with it and then used it to sack anyway. You're right, Kempo. You're very right. I should have actually attacked with it now I think about it, because I was going to sacrifice it. So I need to draw. This is not the card I wanted. Not when a Shelly is on the field. This is very, 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 very much not the card I wanted with a Shelly on field. Yeah, I'm a bit screwed at this point. I should have attacked with a flyer. I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I'm screwed either which way here. Because I don't have targeted kill cards and he has 2 Shouldreds to play with, I'm just screwed. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do. Because if I don't attack, I'm still going to have to draw cards and then die. If I don't attack, he can still swing and hit me for minimum 4 damage. I'm screwed. Yeah. Attacking wouldn't help me out here. Minimum 2 if I don't attack. This has got Menace on it. So I'd need to put 2 creatures to block it, and then I take 6 from the other side. Or if I block the 2 and the 4, I still have the 4 from Shouldred coming through. So it's minimum 4 damage if I don't attack. And he can still force me to sacrifice a creature with Vraska's Fall. This game's over. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do here. Absolutely nothing. Good game. I'm gonna throw that. Because I've already lost, I might as well see what I get. I got nothing useful. It's over. I'm not even gonna block. It's over. Shoulder of the Apocalypse remains one of the most ridiculously powerful cards in Standard. If you run black, you run Shouldred, or you have a very, 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 very good reason not to. Because she is just that powerful. Alright, game 1. It's a loss. Wonderful. Anyone keeping track? I don't want to. Oh, this is MtG on stream every single time. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're against someone playing pure green with Ren and 7. I'll be quite honest, I have no idea what that is. Planeswalker. Okay, that's can't say I've ever seen that one before. And this hand is very low on the mana cost. We'll keep it. Just not amazing. Is that still in standard? I guess so, yeah. Standard hasn't rotated since I was introduced to the game. They extended the rotation of standard by a whole year. Okay, pop this one down. Let's take a peek at their hand, see what we got. Okay, we got a lot of different things here. When it enters, it's tapped. Players can't pay life to cast spells. Fair enough. I don't do that. And destroy each non-land permanent mana value X or less. Jesus Christ. Someone doesn't like people having a look at their hand. This is a game mode that is supposed to last, you know, an estimated, what, 20 minutes? 10 to 20 minutes per game? If you can't let someone at least take a moment to process looking at your hand, you're not made for MTG. Go play Red Deck and jump into a standard, literal standard game. Literally. If you don't want to be a patient player, for the love of God, do not play Brawl. It's like the others I've seen quit when trying out this deck or in similar kinds of situations. They'll create these fanciful different combos and you're there trying to go, okay, so that's supposed to work with this, supposed to work with that, because I don't have perfect memory of your deck. I know my deck. And they just get bored. Instant GG. There's not a ranked for Brawl, is there? No, there isn't. Brawl is just Brawl is just Brawl. There is no ranked for it, which means there's no way to kind of incentivize people to stick around. There's no way to say, hey, you don't want to just quit just because you're a little bit bored waiting for someone to figure out what the hell you're doing. They just quit. Oh well. Children. Alright, we got a green-blue with Bonnie Ball Clear Cutter. Have I seen that before? Yes, I have. Okay, yeah, that one creates a big ol' ox. That is a 6 mana cost. So it's going to be a while before that's a threat. However, what I'm looking at here is not exactly a lot of powerful options myself. In fact, this is so poor I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is better. It's not amazing, but it is better, so I'm going to work with this. Do I have any of the Battle for Baldur's Gate stuff in the game? Not sure on that, sorry, not sure. Okay, opponent is choosing whether or not to take a free mulligan. We'll see what they decide. They've kept their original hand. I'm keeping this hand. And let's put down our swamp. I've luckily drawn 3 mana at the start. It's all basic. Oh, 4 mana. It's all basics, but I do have the correct mix to get started. Let's have a look at your hand here. That's big. That is not as big. When it deals combat damage, surveil on the return land. Ooh. Okay. Let's get rid of this one, I think. Yeah, because that is his mana generation. Let's get rid of that one for now. Playing green-blue, he's not going to have kill cards unless he uses fight cards. But he could bounce this back to my hand. Okay, a type of scout. Yep. Now this one is a case of, that was the other one I saw. Whenever it deals combat damage to me, surveil then brings a land from graveyard to battlefield. And my plan with that was very simple. I could just kill it. I can kill it by virtue of putting this in its way. And I'll just fly over the top here. Green blues attacks evasion colours. I'll take your word for that. Yep, he spent a turn not attacking there. This is good for me. I can't cast that even with the mana in hand. But I could later on cheat it onto the field if I keep on drawing loads of greens. That is fine. What I'm going to do here is something a little bit cheeky. I'm going to attack with both of them. Okay, he has chosen not to defend, and so now I'm going to let that happen. Swing, draw a card. What do we got? Ooh, hexproof. Excellent, I've got a protection card now. And now he thinks he can attack with that, and I'm going to tell him he can't. Oops. There we are. My idea here is just to make it as difficult as possible for him to get to where he wants to be. Okay, that's going to give him a couple more lands. That's... So now he's going to be able to cast stuff next turn. Okay, I need to bear that in mind. I'm going to want to keep mana aside for this now. Pop down the forest. What's it cost to actually put the 2 creature cards? 4, 5, 6... Okay, I'm currently at 5 mana. 1 more mana, I can cast this and put these 2 on the battlefield for free. Well, for the cost of the card. That's pretty nice. I've got nothing that needs or should be cast right now. Swing with everything. He shouldn't have anything haste, so that shouldn't get popped straight away. Let's draw another card. Okay, got a land for next turn. That works. Yep, for now, that's all we gotta do. So, what does he summon first? Well, he's going to Surveil first. Fair enough. Topiary Stomper. Okie dokie. Not really a lot I can do about that right now. Yeah. Let's see, destroy target creature or planeswalker, create a treasure token. But it costs 2 black mana. It's not great. So I could pop this now to get rid of that, to stop him being able to swing into it. Let's see, what's this one? Destroy target artifact enchantment, create a rhino, shield counter. Oh, I'd really like to hold my Shoulder's Edict to be able to force him to sack that. I'd really, really like to hold it for that, so I shall. I'm going to swing with everything here. There it is. That was exactly what I was hoping he was going to do. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, I'm keeping the pressure on him in terms of the damage, and it's forced him to have to block there rather than use that creature to swing at this, which is very much in my favour. Oh, he's going to destroy target permanent, so now we protect that. Aha. As to the attackers, let's see. Whenever you cast a spell, whenever it attacks, destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. I need to get rid of that, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to spend this now. Because I want it gone. I know it has an unearth cost of 8, so we can just bring it back, but I need it gone. Ooh, so, temptation. Do I... Well, he's tapped out. I could use this opportunity to then summon creatures out the wazoo. Yeah, let's do that. So this is going to cost 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to cost all the mana. I can't use these other ones, but it's good enough. Auto pay. He can't counterspell this. You and you go onto the field. And if he has a board wipe, I'm going to cry. Swing with this one. Draw a card. A little bit of extra mana. Don't mind if I do. So now he needs answers to what I have. I've gone so wide and so strong now, he's down to 9 health. He needs to answer what I've got. He can't just do his own thing. If he has a board wipe, I'm screwed. But he only has 1 card I can't see. Hey, Aussie Circle. It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Alright, out comes his commander. It's taken a while. It is there. At minimum, I can hit him for 9 damage here. I don't know what his plan is, because at minimum I have 9, so... We swing. And he's just realised. Yeah, I could just swing. Was there anything else he had? Like this? He only has 3 mana left, so he can't cast this. He can't cast that. And could he have cast that originally? Would it have done any better than casting this? I don't think it would have, no. He could have gained 5 life and created a Rhino. A 4/4 creature. But even then, he'd have 2 blockers, one of which would die to Glissa, whilst I would have 1, 2, 3, 1, and these 3, so that's 10 damage. So even if I didn't kill a creature, he would be down to 4 health. And I had this. And one of these is 4. So yeah, I had lethal pretty much every which way there. I don't think he had a way to not die. Yeah, he was trying to go big, and we didn't let that happen. And I dare say, the Deep Cavern Bat stealing this 1 card contributed to that. For the simple reason it just meant he had 1 less mana to play with. For someone going for such a big, brutish deck, 1 less mana matters one hell of a lot. That worked out. So we're now... 1 for 1, or 1 win, 1 loss, however you want to phrase it. Yeah, 1 win, 1 loss. Because I'm not going to count the person that quit as soon as I looked at their hand turn 1. That doesn't count. I mean, we probably should count it. 2 wins, 1 loss. If we are more patient than our opponent, that counts as a win, I guess. After all, the game tracks is a win. We're up against white-blue. I might as well just quit now. White-blue with a 3 mana card, flying and ward. Exile another target creature artifact you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, the combos you can do with that kind of crap. Okay, this doesn't feel good. This does not feel good. Now, as for my starting hand here, I've got a few things that can get some stuff done, but also I've got my, commander as always. I'm going to keep this hand. It's not the most amazing, but it's got enough that I'm happy to start. Alright, well that's a creature we might as well just get rid of straight away, because that's what cut down is good for, getting rid of the trash. We use this opportunity to get this on field. I'm not going to cycle it, I want it on field, because that can power me up nicely. Or it could be a target for him to shoot at. Point is, it's on field. It is also an artifact, so technically it can be used to power up this card. I really wouldn't want to be quite honest, because this is a nice card to have on field, a nice artifact. But we'll see how it goes. Because this can allow me every turn to put 2 +1/+1 counters onto a creature for just 2 mana, which is pretty nice. What are you? Okay. Alright, so time to let's see, what's that? Artifact. I can destroy enchantments, not artifacts. That's unfortunate. He can't counter this with 1 mana, I don't think. I might be wrong. No, he's got 2 mana, but he didn't counter it. This is good. So now he has 5 mana on field. And exile my enchantment destroying creature. Yeah, I'm going to take that back, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't have enchantment removal here. Alright, I'm going to put that back there. Now it costs even more to get it out. That's annoying. That is just annoying. So, let's pop creature. Thank you. That one's going to surveil. he's going to destroy that, which is annoying. Mana, which is actually really nice right now because it can allow me to get Aclazots on field. So yes, I'm going to leave that at the top. Let's put you on the field. And that'll do right now. That will do. Now see, for 2 mana, I can cast this without killing a creature. It says I need to spend 4 extra plus the black to use it. I can only do it. I can actually do it as low as 2. Okay, this is on field now. I kind of want it dead. So I'm going to kill it. I'm going to see if I can bait him into killing himself first. Or just get some free damage on him. He's not going to block with it. Yeah, there we are. Okay, cool. Right then, not you. You. Sacrifice an artifact or a creature. This is a creature. Oh wait, no. Target a creature. Yes. Auto pay. Sacrifice this. I'm now targeting him. I break the ward. I pay to bring my creature back. So in total it costs 4 mana, including his ward, but I managed to kill his commander, making it now cost 5. Which he can recast, but it means he can't do other stuff. Not that turn. I don't know why he's manually doing that, but okay. What is that doing to me? Tap a target and stun it. Okay. Slightly annoying, but acceptable. Add 1 mana of any colour. That is my commander's identity. Let's put this on field. Nice, lovely 4/4. Dramatic sound! I'm not going to attack with that 2/2 because it will just die for nothing. And that is a completely pointless exercise. It can't block, but there's no point just sacking it. If it's going to die, it's going to die because it's been forced to die. Not for the sake of it. Let's see what you got. You probably got some kind of removal. You're white-blue. White-blue is the colours of screw your fun, everything gets countered and sent home. As much as black has destroy all creature cards, white and blue is exile or abandon all cards. They don't even just target creatures. And he's having a good old look at that one. What's he going to do to it? Because this one here, when this dies, it will be returned to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. My control. Oh, he's going to tap something else. That's cheeky. Okay. Yep, fair enough. So that's now tapped out for a couple rounds. And then this. Activated abilities of it can't be activated. Scheming Fence has the activated abilities of the chosen opponent, but it doesn't have activated abilities. I mean, that's a choice, but it's not exactly a smart choice. Yeah. Okay. I think it's time I bring back Glissa. Yep. Time we put this on field again. And seeing as this is just kind of sat here doing not a lot, let's whittle his hit points a little bit. Is that Pinkie Pie? I think it is. That's why we are hitting it in the face. At least it is certainly a very pink creature, so if it's called Pinkie Pie, you're correct. If it's not, well, it still deserves being hit in the face. When this enters his battlefield, investigate twice. Okay. And then he can have Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof on that creature by sacrificing some of these cheap artifacts. curious and certainly to be watched out for. You may play lands for your graveyard. Okay. That's a 5/5 flyer, which kind of screws up my 4/4 flyer being on the field here. So, I'm going to go and cast this. Target player draws 3 cards and loses 3 life, but I can also search for a card to put on top. I'm going to go digging for the best card I can find for this situation. Let's see, what is going to be most valuable to me here? I think Gix Command probably rates very highly there, because as much as I'd lose a couple creatures, I can kill everything he has. So I think putting that on top is the right call. Although Phyrex Obliterator is nice. Yeah, this one. Oh, and I got a Shelly as well. Ah, the game loves me. The game loves me. Okay, now, there's not really much reason leaving Glissa without attacking. So I'm going to attack with Glissa. This may be a mistake. Probably will be a mistake, because there's always something, some bullshit someone can pull out. But I'm going to try it. Because I've got some basic blockers for his 2 damage stuff, and 2 damage is 2 damage. It's not the end of the world. But if it hits, I can get something out of it. No, he's just going to flat block it like that. That's fine. It's a freebie for me. I get rid of one of his creatures. He's drawing a card. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh. Let's see what he's got next for us. What I want to do, if he doesn't hold on enough mana for me to be scared, I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like this guy's rocking counterspells. It sounds weird saying that, but it doesn't feel like he's rocking counterspells. I'm going to block that. Just because it seems like the smart thing to do, to be quite honest. It's going to be the death of me saying this. He's obviously got counterspells. It's just the way he's playing doesn't feel like he's got counterspells. You get what I'm saying? And if he's not got counterspells, even with that 4 mana left untapped there, I can board wipe him very effectively here. So I just have to pray this works, because if it doesn't, I am screwed a little bit. Please don't have a board. Please don't have a counterspell. Please, 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 please. Please don't have a counterspell. Please tell me you're not playing counterspells. All I need is for you to not have a counterspell right now. That's fine for me. That's fine. I don't mind that getting tapped. Oh, son of a bitch, he managed to dodge. He drew a card to dodge with. Ah, okay, that's annoying. For sure. So this will be coming back. That's just the reality of it. Yeah, right now, let's swing. And tell you what, this here, I don't like. But drawing a card is more important to me. That's a nice card to draw. I'm gonna pop that down. Yeah. He's managed to keep his 5/5, which annoys me. But we'll see what he's got next. At least this commander that started at costing just 3 now costs 7. So that's not something you can just throw around cheaply. Okay, he's going to give himself lifelink, surely. Yep. He's going to gain a whole whack of hit points here. And my Aclazot still cannot attack. And he's created a flying 4/4 Vigilant with Ward and another flying creature, which is also going to cycle this doodally again. Just getting a little bit weird. So, when it enters the battlefield, yeah, so that's done everything it is. It's now just a 3/3. Alright, first of all then, let's get the 3/3 off field. I'm committing a crime, which will allow me to bring a creature back as well. I'll be honest, I forgot that was even there. I completely forgot. And looking at my mana base, I'm actually going to leave the Forsaken Miner in the graveyard. Because I want to keep this 5 mana. That way then, I can... Just one of these. Yeah, let's swing first. They're both flyers, so if I don't attack, I can't defend with this. I'm not going to attack with that because it will just die. His job is not to die. We'll just swing with this. Go to the damage. Draw a card, lose 1 life. That's worth it. Get the extra cards in play. Oh, hello! Okay. Gains Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof. Ah, Hexproof. Damn it. He can gain Hexproof, which means I can't kill it. Now with this, I could kill that. Ward 1. I can bust through Ward 1. Yeah, I can bust through that, so... Yep, I'm happy to target it. Out comes the ward. We'll pay that. I'm still not going to bring back the Forsaken Miner. There we go. And end turn, keeping this because it's hexproof, it can give me protection on these necessary creatures. My turn. I am indeed Contesis. So what's he going to do now? When it enters, mill a card, the draw card, and he can craft it with an artifact. What's it craft into? Whenever it attacks me, tap or untap target artifact or creature. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like that. And again, it's an artifact. He's got a whole bunch of artifacts. I don't have much in the way of artifact removal. Okay. Let's craft this one. Which is now... Target creature you control explores, activate as a sorcery. Okay, you managed to get the command tower. Yeah, everyone loves having command tower. It's just the best dual land for this kind of setup. Try land sometimes. What's this doing? Scry 2, fair enough. Whenever it attacks while saddled and at end of combat, exile it and up to one creature that saddled it, then return those cards to the battlefield. My god, he loves his exile and return to battlefield stuff. Not a lot I can do here. Aclazotz is still tapped. But I've not needed to use my protection card, which is always nice. Let's pop this on field. Finally, we're going to trigger this. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. I'm going to put that onto... Yeah, I'm going to put it onto Aclazotz. Why not? Okay, let's see. I've got 3, 6, 7 mana to play with. I want to keep this, so I've got 6. Yeah. Make his life a little bit miserable with that. There we go. And next, we swing with just this. We hit. Again, there's not really anything worth breaking, so I'm going to draw a card, lose 1 life, and then I'll gain life from Shelly. Oh, there we go, that's nice. I can use that to reduce the amount of options he has. This is how I look. It is indeed how I look. Hello. Excellent. There is Deep Cavern Bat going in. 4-second Miner I'm again not going to trigger because I need the mana left over for my protection card. I know I'm not getting any value out of that thing, but it's... Oh my god! Farewell is not happening. No. No. No! That was this... That's a clutch cast right there. He could have just farewelled all my goddamn creatures. Oh my word. Ah, and he has a counter spell in here. Counter non-creature spell. So I am really fortunate there. He's going in on that card draw. He was really hoping to use this, wasn't he? He's just burnt up all of the protection for this creature. I've got him panicking. This is a panic play. He is digging for something he can use. And he quits! He quits. Oh, there we go. He was absolutely banking on just deleting every single creature. He was going to use this to get this hidden. He was going to accept that this one would be exiled, or he might have had a thing for that as well. Well, no, he didn't. But that was his plan. Use this, get this safely out of the battlefield, then farewell all the creatures, possibly graveyards too, and then having done that, this would come back and he was going to then go tap, 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 just smack me down. Nope, not allowed. Not allowed. Deep Cavern Bat, thank you for saving my life. Vulture asking, can you make a video on Hydroid Prime with recent changes to enemy armor? My existing Hydroid guide will stand perfectly fine even with the changes to enemy armor. I do intend to do a video covering enemy armor. It's not going to be the next video, but I will be covering the changes on that side. But there's nothing that Hydroid really needs to talk about on that. There is the aspect of, you know, you can go for partial armor strip rather than full armor strip, but Hydroid doesn't choose to go partial or full. He just gets the full benefit on corrosive. So it's not really anything that needs to be discussed in its own video in that context. And welcome to field any questions you have on that matter. Anything that's short in a video, yeah. It just, I don't see a need for a whole video on that combo topic right there. Alright, I think this puts us on 3 for 1 now, right? I think this puts us on 3 to 1. You're welcome, Vulture. You are very welcome. Okay, Tiny Bones Pickpocket. So he's playing Mono Black, Tiny Bones. Right, I hate life. I've played against Tiny Bones decks so much in the standard queue rather than standard rule, and I hate them. They're basically red deck wins, it's just in black colours, which also means they have kill cards. I hate it. I really genuinely hate it. Oh dear. Also, this is not a good starting hand. I don't like this. I'm going to take the free mulligan. Okay, this is much worse, because now I only have green mana. I'm going to have to mulligan again. I cannot play this hand. Yeah. Okay, this is playable mana. I'm going to have to get rid of a card. I'll be honest with you, I think Lackluzzot is the way to go. Because it's 5 mana cast cost. It's very expensive to have in your early hand. So I'm going to keep the 6 here. Lackluzzot can go. It is what it is. Oh look, he's already summoned his commander. Did anyone not see that coming? Yeah. Alright, we'll pop this on field for all the good it does. Now, assuming he doesn't instantly kill Forsaken Miner, he shouldn't be able to take control of it. Okay. Yeah. Alright, now, I've got not a lot of options, but I'm going to swing with this. I know this means he could take control of it. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. And now I'm going to put this down. He might kill that and then summon it himself. Which is the horrible situation. If I don't put down a blocker, he's just going to keep on slamming into me. If I do put down a blocker, he might just kill it. Oh, he's spent on that. Okay. There goes my Insatiable Avarice. The only thing he could discard there. And Tiny Bones doesn't want that. So now this probably stops him from attacking with Tiny Bones. He might still attack with the Vamp there. Because it's a 3-3, so with trade. And that trade is very in his favour. Very. Oh, he's... Sure, I'll get rid of your commander. Unfortunately, to have to spend more mana and more turns bringing that back into the fold. Absolutely. Alright then. Well, this is good news for me. Glissa, you're on field. Forsaken Miner can't attack because he'll just die. Any good deluxe skin recommendations? I can't really recommend any. Oh, he's got. Oh, right. Okay. I can't really recommend any good deluxe skins for you. Sorry, no. I'm not really a fashionista. So it comes down to your own personal tastes and preferences. I can't really answer that. Okay, so Glissa is dead. We can get it back later. For now, what I'm going to do is pop this down. Pop that down. Like so. Yep. And then I'm going to hold the mana because I can keep this to kill his Tiny Bones when it comes back. And Tiny Bones is the one to kill. Tiny Bones is every kind of threat to me. Because every time it hits me directly, every time, he's then able to summon a card from my graveyard. Or his, for that matter, but a card from a graveyard, which is very, very not good. Alright. Let's pay 3 life or discard a card. I'm going to discard a card. It might be the wrong choice. Target creature, Tiny Bones, discard this. I feel like I'm going to need the hit points here, but I also still need Tiny Bones gone. So now it's 5 mana, it's going to get even more difficult for him. Oh, you little okay, this is not good. Might as well power this up before I kill it next turn with this. Actually, by doing that, I can't summon it back. Oops. Yeah, it is what it is. We're just trading blows at this point. I'm hoping he doesn't have too many options because he's got all the cards and I've got none of them. Oh yes, Prime Jewel Rounds is here, absolutely, Zom, yeah. I'll need to remember to make sure I get some of those. Okay, so this guy's also thinking hard. And that's fine, take your time, this is a thinking game. Okay, he's swinging, he hits, he scores, huzzah. I forgot this is a sorcery. I thought it was an instant. That's... oh... If I had one more mana! Oh, if I had one more mana. One more mana. And I would be able to both kill Tiny Bones now and summon this. Oh, it's such a fool for discarding that mana card. I really shouldn't have. but I need Tiny Bones dead. So, sacrifice. Actually, wait, no. Yeah. Target a creature or planeswalker. You need to die. Sacrifice this. It perishes. I auto-pay to bring it back. There we go. I know theoretically I could have swung there, and probably that would have been the smart play, but if he blocked, he would have just died. And I probably should have spent the mana on this. I'm not thinking straight. I don't know if you should invest in base Zaku or wait for Prime. The Prime's not that far around the corner, but I still think you should invest in current Zaku, because it's not like you're going to invest in Umbral Formers. It's not exactly expensive investing into a base Warframe. I think you should. Oh, of course I draw green mana. Great. So the one I discarded was green-black, and now I draw pure green. Heck. Well, this is not good. He can swing for minimum 6 damage against me now. Minimum 6. And that's game. Discarding that mana card was the stupidest play I made there. Absolutely stupidest. Singing out, she's saying, damn it, why is Arena not telling me which cards are illegal in my deck? Have you set the deck to be the correct format? Because, like, if I go into... not that button. If I were to go into playing here, and if I want to, say, find a match in Standard, you notice down here we got, oh, these cards are all wrong. And you see it's currently set to Alchemy, saying, do you want to change it Standard? So let's clone and change. And now you're seeing all of these ones it's saying, well, you can't use these. All of these ones right here. So that's what you need to do, Singularity. And the way you do that is you click into it, and you set your format here. If I change this to Historic, we go back, boom, it's all fine. We change it to Standard. Problem again. Right, where's that deck I just duplicated and need to delete now? You there. Large and in charge. Pop. Okay, thanks, but it doesn't show it on that screen. Show it on which screen, Singularity? Because I just showed you where you're on your deck building screen. Where you click through to your deck, set the format that you are building the deck for, and then the cards which are blanked out are the ones you're not allowed to use. Like, what else are you missing at that point? That gives you everything you need. As it's on the right format, it says cards are wrong, no cards are blanked out. Well, then it's not no cards are wrong. Singularity, do you want to send me a screenshot on Discord? I can have a look at this for you. I'm in the mood to help out. If you can send a screenshot to me on Discord, I can have a look as to what's going on, see if I can figure that out for you. Because, like, I'm trying to think, how could it be the right format and still not be okay? That doesn't make sense to me. We've got non-format cards, non-format cards. Wild cards needs complete deck. Yep. There's nothing there that kind of stands out to me as an example. Invalid deck non-format card. Double click to edit. Cancel. And of course, because it's now still set to Brawl, it's not going to show any issues. We'll give Singularity a moment on that, y'all. But like in the meantime, say I have a question. What's your question? Easiest way to get an answer is to ask the question. Oh, I'm out of tea. In case anyone was wondering about that question. Can I refer to you as Barbie? I'll probably forget, but sure. See, actually, never mind, it just started working, LeMayo. Okay then. Sure. Maybe arena's buggy, maybe you clicked the wrong thing, maybe you were somewhere other than where you thought you were, who knows. Sure. Hello the Duke, welcome on into your first Twitch stream here with myself. Welcome on in. I'm assuming this is your first Twitch stream of me and not just Twitch in general, given your account wasn't exactly made yesterday. Alright, let's continue. Standard Brawl. Up. Let's go. And I know I called it EDH and it's not actually the EDH rules, I don't care. It's the name I put down when I started making the deck and it fit. Okay, we're against another pure black Shelly deck. Let's do this. I have the mana to cast anything I wish. Do I have the cards worth casting? This would be nice to play this time, except my mana base does not support it right now. First time for Brawl, Nitius. First time for Brawl. Alright, we're going to keep this. I'm going to gamble on it. It's interesting. It could be a curious one to play. Not a fan of that, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm glad you liked the Lava Sky there, Duke. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, wonderful. Evolved Sleeper, one of my least favourite cards to encounter. Yay. Because next turn, you can turn it into a 3/3 Death Touch. Which is very, very not good. So, I'm going to pop down another bit of green mana. And I am going to not use that. I'm going to use Ruin's Recluse. There we are. So he's got 2 Death Touch creatures on field. Or at least this can become Death Touch in a blink. Reminds you of Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, it's a card game. Makes sense. Sure enough, it's a 3/3 with Death Touch. Okay, so that one on the end can no longer become Death Touch, but this is only a 1/1. Alright. Yeah, it's early. He's got the mana to kill stuff. But I think it's already time for me to play Glissa. Because the thing is about playing Glissa now, if he allows me to hit him with Glissa, I can do something to his Evolved Sleeper he may have never seen before. Or he can just kill it straight away. That also works. Yeah. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I'm playing against Mono Black. Of course he has skill cards ready. But if he didn't... Alright, let's pop down another mana on field. I probably should have summoned that first. That was dumb of me. Oh well, I've done it now. I could use this to delete that, and then this to delete that. But then he could summon it back, so it's kind of wasteful. Or I could summon this. I should have summoned it before I put the land down, honestly. I just screwed up. So I'm just going to pop that. There we go, he's finally allowed it on field. Okie dokie, and now we are going to cut something down. Actually, we can do it as an instant. We'll hold on to that. There might be something more important to kill. No attacks. End turn, hold on to that. Once I get to 6 mana, I can use this to get the Obliterator on field, if I don't have 4 black mana before then. So that's an option. Okay, he can cast Shelly. Out comes Shelly, okay. Yep. We'll resolve it. I will lose this one. The Death Touch is more valuable to me. Pass to attackers. Who's he going to attack with? Just this one? Cool. We'll kill it. That works. It's nothing amazing, but it gets the job done. I can now go for the throat here, which is very nice. I would have liked to have had a bit more mana, but it is what it is. I could cast that instead, but then I'm just spending an entire turn letting Shelly do what Shelly wants to do. I kind of want to make Shelly more expensive. So, Shelly, you're dead. I stream Warframe on Wednesday and Sunday, 7 till 10 UK time. ! Schedule in the chat. You'll get a link to the schedule in your time zone. Again, no attacks. Hold up there. Okay, he is drawing a bunch of cards and making his creature stronger. I think he's mostly going for the card draw there, which is absolutely valid. Cool, a little bit of mana. Very, very important at this stage of it all. And I could now summon Glissa again. There is a very good chance Glissa would die if I do that. So I'm going to do the same as him. I'm going to get some card draw going. I don't have the mana. Are you kidding me? Do I only have 2 black? Shit me. Okay. I don't have the mana to draw cards. Shit. Okay. I just summon Glissa. If that's the situation, that's the situation. So I just summon Glissa. That's all I can do. Do you know how to play with Magic? I do play a little bit. Ah, what just happened there? Each creature gets -X/-X till end of turn. Oh, you bastard. Okay, well, take the action, bring it to commander zone. Now it costs 7. Ooh, that was not what I needed. I'm never going to kill this sleeper, am I? There we are. No, it's definitely Friday here as well, Duke. Despite time zones being weird, the day of the week is pretty much the same the world around at the same time. Pretty much. Okay. So now I have 3 black mana. It's going to hurt me to do this, but I have 3 black mana, so I can now draw. What I can also do is destroy an artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. This is none of those. Yeah, this is not good. Or I do have the 6 mana to cast this. 6 mana to cast that. Can I send this one as well? No? Okay. I cheated in. That works. I forgot Shelly was castable. I'm a moron. I'm a moron. No. Oh no. I'm dead here. I am absolutely dead here. I'm gonna gamble on... Wait. Is there even a card I can get at this point that can save me? If I search like that, I can spend most of my mana anyway, so no. I'm gonna have to gamble like this. Might as well get rid of that. I've given him lethal. Good game. I'm just going to increase his counters and make him have fun. I've lost. So I'll increase his counters and let him win even harder. Yeah, the proliferate doesn't help me, Nitius, because only he had counters. I didn't have any counters. I wanted to remove his counters. And of course, before I lose, he had to summon a Shelly with Kill it! Thank you very much for subscribing at Tier 1. Welcome to the channel proper. Oh, running in at Tier 1 there with your lovely blue sub badge. Appreciate it. Appreciate it indeed. Right, so what could I have done better there? Because evidently I lost. Duh. What could I have done better? I went for the Glissa. Glissa got killed by Shelly. No, sorry. I went for the Obliterator. Obliterator got killed by Shelly. That was clearly the wrong play. And we now know, had I have gone for the card draw instead, straight away there, I'd have got these. But the best I could have done would have been to then put down Preacher of the Schism, and that one would have died. He board wiped with this, which killed my Glissa, killed everything I had basically, and left him that. My Glissa never lived long enough to swing at him to get rid of this. And it feels like he did almost nothing. It really feels like he did almost nothing. He killed Glissa twice, and in the process also killed the spider. He killed Bristle with his Shelly once. He killed that with Shelly. It feels like he did very little and won by virtue of the fact that I had even less. Yeah. Because at no point did I have any kind of reliable card draw. I couldn't even cast this as card draw until right then. All this coming off a mulligan that put me into shit mana, and I had to mulligan again into good enough, and now I'm down a card. I'm really not sure what I could have done better at those steps with the information I had, other than not sacking the Obliterator into Shelly. That was just... that was a very pointless summon right there. That was an exceptionally pointless summon, but that's about it. Yep. Alright, we mark it as a loss. I'm now, what, 3 for 2? Something like that. There is definitely a snowball effect. If you fall behind, you fall further behind. Unless you have a board wipe. Okay, 3 mana options here. I've got a bunch of things which are reasonably castable soon enough. So let's go for it. We'll keep those. He is playing black-white with Vampire. And that is very vampire focused. Okay. Well, that's absolutely fine. Let's do that. Gain some life. Doesn't matter, but it's a bit of life. Okay, he's got nothing he can cast with 2 mana. Good news! I have got something I can cast with 2 mana. It's a Cankabloom! Da-da-da-da! Does he have Cut Down in his opening hand? He's looking at it. He's got 2 mana. He could use a Go for the Throat. Shoot the Sheriff. Something else. It is Go for the Throat! Huzzah! Huzzah! Who doesn't love that lovely 2 mana cost card? Now he's got 4 mana on field. Okay. I am going to... So I could drop another mana and then summon this, but that's an artifact, so I can't kill it with that. So I'm going to do this. Give him something else to target, and I can grow it. You ever seen Kami Witch's Hope? I have a beautiful deck that involves this card. A beautiful deck. It is so rude, and I love it. Okay, so he's got that on field now. It's a 4/4. That's a thing. But, yeah. I can summon this. Bam. And then we pop this down. This will trigger. Oh, look at that. It's a 5/5. And you know what? I'm going to swing. Yeah. Sure, I could pretend to block, but okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That just allowed me to kill his commander. I think he meant for that to be converted or transformed rather than brought back to his commander zone. I think he genuinely intended that to go differently. Well, that's unfortunate for him, isn't it? Alright then, let's put this onto you now. Oh, look at that! I now have a lot of mana. How do we get started? I think a Glissa. Hello, Glissa. And now let us attack with you. Yep, there we go. He's going to kill it. I could spend the mana to double the counters. Yeah. Might as well. Now that he spent that kill card there, his targeted kill cards are going to be running out. Oh, hello, you little problem. Sacrifice a creature. Look, that's 6 mana. I'm not getting rid of 6 mana. I just refuse. Because he couldn't kill it there, I still have it available to me. Right then. Let's cast this. Bada bing, bada boom. Auto pay. Let's go searching for. There it is. Beautiful. We'll put the extra bit of mana on field. And now, with my 6 mana from Cammy, each opponent sacrifices a Planeswalker. We'll get started with that. Just to get rid of Liliana directly. And I can now also cast into this. Or do I do that? I say this one. Let's do this one. What am I planning on drawing all 5 pieces of Exodia? See, that's kind of the idea with these decks. Is you don't want to have to rely on 5 pieces of one set to win. Because if you lose one of those pieces, you're screwed. What's this? Okay, board white. Well, there goes my 6 mana card. But I have this, which I can only transform if someone has a hand of 1 or fewer cards. Well, that's going to have to wait, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to have to wait. Let's pop this down. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. This is 5, this is 4, this is... let's pop you down. Why not? Just give him something to shoot at. Yeah, I'm just going to give him something to shoot at. Question is, does he have something to shoot with? Oh, out comes a Planeswalker. That is dead. Yep, not a lot I can do here. Is immediately going to target Shelly. Yep. Bad news, my dude. Bad news. I can immediately kill Shelly. And kill that. Right then, having done that, put another mana on field. Let's do this. Return 2 creatures, blah 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 blah, yep. Auto pay. And Shelly, you're back. And now Aclazots. You're back. He spends a whole Planeswalker getting rid of Shelly, and she just instantly moonwalks back onto the field. This is one of the reasons I like black. You can take away my creatures, they'll come back. Okay, he's got another board wipe. Fair enough. So sad, too bad. Alright. So, Gix enters the field. And let's bring this back as well. Because it doesn't matter how many times you kill it. It keeps on being reborn. Fair do, Nicius, yeah, fair do. Don't know if we can see flavor texts here. No. Unless it's on a card you're referencing. Alright. He's board wiped twice. How many board wipes has he got left? Shit, he's got another one. Alright. Yeah, that's... That does get rid of Aclazots forever. That is a very, very dead Aclazots. So, time to get started with Plan C. Mirex! We'll put another Glissa down. And we swing with the Mirex. Or rather, Mirex created a Phyrexian Might. If I can't win with normal creatures, I will win with these. Farewell's an expensive card to cast. It is 6 mana with 2 white. And it's no targeting. It has to go for you as well as them. So as much as it's a pain in the ass card to play against, it is a reset card and a hard one at that. Like, you have to be screwed up already on your side to play it worthwhile, because otherwise you'll just destroy your own stuff too much. So it's got a hefty trade-off to it. Like, I've put it in decks myself, and as much as it is very nice to have, it's very risky to have. Alright, so what has he just created there? A 5/3 creature that's flying, and whenever your opponent casts a spell during their own turn, they can't attack your planeswalkers you control this turn. Each opponent attacks your spells. Okay, cool. So this forces me to attack or cast spells. Yikes. Alright. Let's start by attacking with Glissa. You want to block it? Of course you don't want to block it. Alright then. Draw a card. There we go. And let's see, what do these do? None of these are anything interesting. We'll end turn right there. Okay. His spells can't be countered. That's fine. He's not attacking. I'm going to hold off on that. Let's Mirex in another token. Okay, what does he get to cast for free? Legendary enchantments, he has no mana to use it, so he's going to put it into his hand. Nope, he's actually going to play it. Whereupon it does absolutely nothing of significance. You could have put that into your hand. Alright, cool. Target creature gets -3/-3. I can't attack, but that creature is gone, which is going to free me up. Yup. And why not cast this as well? So Veil. Oh, wow, hello. Yes, I'm very interested in playing that card next turn. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play it during his turn. Or I could play this now. Okay. Oh no, he's not got creatures. It's not worth doing that just yet. Yeah. Let him have his turn. And then I'll have mine. Oh, I see this. Yes, I think I recall seeing that actually, yeah. Ah, his commander has finally returned. And whilst he's doing that, actually, let him resolve it. Let's see what he gets. Oh, he's got a Planeswalker on field. That's not good news. But that's fine, he can't use it right now. So now I'm going to do this, mill and that. Shit, I can't cast it. It's too expensive. Fuck, I thought I could afford it. Never mind then. I thought I could afford it. That's just my bad. Okay. Oh, I should have... I played that so badly. Never mind. Right, we summon this. Boom! Look at those creatures. Aren't they lovely? Next, we attack. We attack with you on here, you on there. Because he can't block that one, so it's definitely going to hit. I'm going to send these over here as well. Just to really screw him up a bit on that. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's going to block Glissa. That's fine. Can't really do anything else about that, so that's fine. It dies. To the battlefield transformed. That's fine. So what's it do? At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 white black creature token with lifelink. And once that happens 3 times, his thingy comes back. Fair enough. Cool, we've weakened the hell out of that. Yep. Now he's already used Farewell, so he's not going to have that. He might have other board wipes. White has a lot of different board wipe options. Ooh, Breach the Multiverse. Okay. Any nice creatures of mine in here? 1 creature in here, so he's going to take that one. That's annoying. That is annoying. And he's got this. Oh, I do not like that. Oh, I do not like that at all. Can he copy that? Surely he can't just copy that. You can copy that. Okay. I'm going to let that drop into the graveyard. Ah, and this is about to activate as well. I do not like that. Sure, whatever, buff it up. I got sent to exile? No, I choose to let it go into the graveyard. I think. Oh wait, shit! No, it went to exile, didn't it? I thought it was going to the graveyard. I'm such a moron. I thought it was going to the graveyard. I chose to let it go to exile. I thought it was going to the graveyard. I am a moron. I was going to bring it back with this. I was going to bring it back with Smuggler Surprise. I am such a moron. That's game. That's probably going to be game right there. Okay. Well, I'm... This isn't even the card I thought it was. Yep, okay, whatever. We'll just cast this one and pray. Might as well use all power on it. Well, I just drew a land. Yay! Land card. Okay. I just need to full swing here. Yeah. Full swing of all of that. I think with the exception of one of these. Because then it'll be a superpower. No, swing of it as well. Actually, that one can go there. Yep, so that forces him to block that one. He's going to block it perfectly because this has first strike, which is damn annoying, but it is what it is. It really is just what it is. Not sure why they felt the need to do that. Because that was always going to happen that way. But that has brought him a little bit down on hit points. Like, that does leave him in a little bit of a precarious situation. I'm really not sure why he blocked the token with 2 of these. That's wild to me. Oh, son of a bitch, yeah. No, it's just a token. It's just a token. It's fine. Return this planeswalker to the battlefield. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm in a bad spot here. I'm in a really bad spot. Oh, I'm in a really bad spot. What did he put onto that? Vigilance, of course he did. This is so bad. Oh, God. This Planeswalker is so damn strong. Once he had just a little bit to protect it, and now he got to cast the feature from it 3 times because of this. I am screwed. What is that? And he put it in his hand to use later. Well, that's clearly going to be great news for you, isn't it? It's the fact that this exiles. So all of my recover from graveyard stuff doesn't work because of how he's playing. This only brings back creatures, so I can't get his stuff, yeah. Don't early GG, you little cretin. This game is absolutely not over. We'll do that. No attacks, end turn. I could have sworn this had a whole bunch of +1/+1 counters on it. Where did they go? Oh wait, he removed them with that. Yeah. This is looking over. It is looking over. It's still rude of him to early GG. But it is looking a bit over. I'm basically praying on a Hail Mary here. If he over-attacks, I may have a chance. Oh, no, that's back as well. Okay, never mind. Now I am completely screwed. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Each opponent loses. Yeah, that's game. Cool. There it is. I'm not going to wait for him to figure it out. Never mind. That's over. Still rude of him to say GG before it's revealed the full kill like that. It's just rude, but hey, whatever. If I'd said it, yeah, fair enough. Respond, yeah. This is close they got to Commander on MtGA. Almost. This is standard Brawl. They have then just straighter Brawl, which is 100 card singleton with entire historical rather than just standard cards. But it is still, I think, just 1v1, best of 1 on the playlist there. You might be able to get more than one opponent if you do a private match. Maybe. I don't actually know on that. Deck type. Friendly Brawl format, best of 1. Yeah. You might have some settings in there. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. But the main queue is 1v1. Hold on, lame. I imagine it's because it's meant to be very digestible content. You know, these instant play queues We've had people quitting because I was taking a moment to look at their hand and decide which card to remove because I needed to understand the combos of their hand. It was turn 1 and they quit. So yeah. Even if they have the tech to do this as not 1v1, people would be quitting too quick. People will be quitting far too much. So instead we have the fast food of MtG. And I am against... what the fuck is that? Okay, every colour. We're flying in hexproof from multicoloured. Oh, I hate everything about that. Yeah, this is going to go badly for me. Something about omnicolor decks, the people who run them know exactly what they're doing and they terrify me. So let's get going, shall we? Let's be terrified. Gonna start with that, get that on field. Next turn I think I can get away with going in with that tapped. It's too early to have that. I'm going to throw that in the graveyard. This isn't shrines? True. Alright, he's got 3 colours down now. I don't actually need to play this so soon. Oh, but I've got nothing 2 mana to spend, have I? Yeah, no. We'll do that one. Run that there. Get a tap in. Why not? These CMH Eldrazi cards aren't usable. I am not even familiar with them, but I'll take your word on that being a good thing. You'll know a lot more about this than I do. Absolutely. Let's face it, I only tried properly learning about this game in July last year when I went to TennoCon. Oh, that would have been nice to have this in the hand for. Poop. Oh well. It is what it is. I mean, I can bring it back with Urborg later. But for now, let's just get this on field. Why not? I have a little bit of protection against sacrifice. He's already up onto 4 colours. He's just red away. What is that? Buried in the Garden. Exile target non-land permanent. Okay. That's an enchantment. I have Destroy Enchantment. That's cheaper than saving it from that. Cool. Screw you. Ha 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 ha. I really hate the enchantments that lock away creatures. I've been burned so many times by all the various white enchantments and artifacts that lock away creatures in exile. So when I can destroy them, yes! Every time satisfied about it. Every time. In my standard decks, which are black-green, I'll run Glissa, partly because I can destroy those enchantments effectively for free. It's just so good. So good. Right, that thing is very close to arriving, I'm sure of it. He's 1 red mana away from it. So I am a little bit terrified of it. Let's swing with everything, see what happens first. Does he block? He blocks, fair enough. I'm happy to let that happen. Cool. And I don't really have reason to hold off casting this. Target me, auto pay, draw a whole bunch of cards. And oh, we got a hexproof. Nice. Do I have the new Gitrog? I have no idea, I'll be honest with you. I've only been picking up the Outlaws of whatever it is set because they're all standard in legal in standard. So if it's Modern Horizons, I've not been picking up those packs because I'm not spending money on this game. I refuse to buy booster packs. Heroes and Outlaws, then I might have it because I have most of those cards. Swamp down. Let's see, I've got 6 mana there, which means if I had another shiny creature, I could cast this and put both shiny creatures down. But he's got mana for board wipes. That scares me. So I'm going to pop this down instead, get more card draw going. That just seems like the smarter play for now. This is a sorcery, so it's a bit early to be casting like that. Yeah. We'll just swing with these. Do I go for the throat that, so I can hit him properly? It's not worth it. I know he keeps blocking me right now, and I know that means he'll still be able to cycle that card, but it's not the end of the world. Can you have me in-game? I don't really use a friends list in-game on this game, so it would be worthless to do so. It'll be worth it. Kill it? Yeah, kill it. Oh, your name is a little bit hard to read in Twitch's fonts, not gonna lie. First strike, vigilance, haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that creature enters the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Cool, well, we can just deny that. That's a card worth deleting. That is definitely a card worth deleting in this case. Because otherwise he's going to start getting too much on that card draw, and I do not want that. Hello! Oh! Okay, cool. If we get board wiped, we got that. Excellent. So instead we'll put this one down. Try and incentivize the board wipe at this point, I'll be honest, because this is a commander and this is a throwaway card. Let's see if I can't incentivize it. And that would cost me all of my mana? 5? Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Not right now. I can do that later. Let's draw a card. Thank you muchly. And turn. Is it board wipe time? Surely you've got all the mana, all the options. You got that monster of a commander waiting to be played. Surely it's board wipe time. There it is. There it is. Okie dokie. Does this creatures you control power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible? Yup. Ah, but if I cast it, I can't put the creatures down. I'll let Glissa die. It's fine. Put you into commander zone. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, you can summon that. That's fine. And I'm going to do that to draw a card. My turn. Yes, I have indeed got a lot of cards now, haven't I? So, Smuggler's Surprise. 2 creatures, and let's see, that's costing me 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana total. I can give them protection for now, and still have the cut down to kill this thing. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, I know hexproof wouldn't work, but indestructible would have. Because they can't be destroyed if they're indestructible. Shadoosh. So only protects the Obliterator, but that's worth it. Ooh, I'm actually going to hold on to that mana. Because I can cut that down later, but right now, hexproof might be the difference. Yeah, it's a really nice card. You can mill 4 cards, pick up 2 creatures or lands from those, destroy all creatures. Shit, that's only hexproof. Okay, well, that's gone. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Ah, well. It would be a shame if I had a way to bring those creatures back from the dead. Who's going to win first? Alright. Let's get rid of this now, at least. Because I can. Trash the town. Not to be used right now. That's fine. Cool. Let's do this. Return. Let's see. What do I want to return? I think the Gruff Triplets to force him to board wipe again or otherwise struggle. And I like Aquazots because it's easier to bring back into the fold. As much as Blisterator is nice, it doesn't really do enough for me here. So I'm going to go with Aquazots. There we go. Now, I could summon one of these right now, or I can attack. I think summoning one right now is the right play. The fact that Gruff Triplets immediately goes 3 creatures wide is such a nice card. It's got plenty of counters. He might just board wipe again, but it's such a nice card. Because if they only attack a bit of it, it just gets stronger. Oh, there are many a game I've had been rescued by that, and he has another board wipe. He has another board wipe. Of course he has another board wipe. Freaking white mana. Actually, one of them was black mana. What's it matter? He just keeps doing them. But he's going to run out of them, and my cards keep coming back if I try hard enough. So let's save that for later. That's a very nice one. Let's pop this down. Let's summon this. And then I can afford to attack with this. It's a 4/4, so he wouldn't be able to resist it. So, feck it, why not? I know it does remove my mana, but Hexproof hasn't been saving me so far, so feck it. Swing! Let's get rid of... Let's just get rid of... Actually... Get rid of the creature. I know I could use creatures later, but he might as well, so I'm just going to get rid of it. He's been doing nothing but bouncing this same creature for card draw. Which, it's valid. But, like, it's going to reach a point where it's too much for him. Because whilst he's spending the mana to draw cards like that and summon the creatures, I've just been... Okay, well, there goes Aquazots. I've just been using the card draw off this. At this stage of the game, it summons the 1/1 dog for a card draw. I normally see that at the start, but sure, fair enough, yeah. It's castable. When are you going to use this? I mean, I shouldn't ask that, because he's probably going to do it. Oh, what's that? Oh, he's just turned them both into Death Touch. Fair enough, that's clever. That is clever. I'm running a little bit low on the creatures here, not gonna lie. And I'm drawing too many cards for Aquazots. Oops. Alright. Mana. Legendary Artifact, because it's cheap and effective. Glissa. And then... That's only doable as a sorcery, so I might as well do it now. But give it some more to work with. I've still got Hexproof. He's now in a situation where he's less likely to board wipe. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe. Maybe. If he goes for targeted removal, I can block it. Unless he has 2 targeted removals, in which case screw me. Okay. He has the I want to summon my commander artifact. That's legit. Yep. Tap this, gain all the mana needed for that. What's he going to do? What can I do? Yeah, I can put +1/+1s, trample, all kinds of stuff onto this creature, so I have a chance to kind of sneak through him. He doesn't know I have this card. What's he going to cast that at? 2 mana. That's fine. I'm not using 2 mana spells right now. I could sneak through a hit on him. I might as well spend that, yeah. I'm not using artifacts for sacrificing or anything, so I'll take the extra life. Why not? Okay. Oh, hey, a 2-mana spell that I said I wasn't going to cast. Fair enough. As one does. Okay. Let's first power that up. I think this works. Yeah. I think this works. I might actually be able to do this. Next to attackers. I swing. Next to blockers. He's tapped out of mana. He's only got 1 mana left. He's blocking with 1 creature. Oh no! Oh no! 2+1/+1s. Creature gains trample. And we might as well get that for good measure, just in case the other bit doesn't work. Auto pay. Shoot the sheriff, kill that creature. Yeah, you could draw a card. You have fun with that. And now the trample should undo the blocking, which allows me to still hit for 10 damage, and I win. Yes! Yes! He got greedy, blocking with just the 1 card. He got greedy. Oh man. I was lucky that worked out. I will be quite honest with you, I was lucky that worked out the way it did there. I just turned it from a 5/5 to a 10/10 with trample. And I have the card to destroy that thing so that he only blocks with a 1. I had just enough damage to get through. It was a gamble. I mean, if he blocked with more, he'd have lost the ability to easily kill this, and he would have just sacked more creatures. If he did block with more, I could have also used this to destroy another one of them. If he targeted that, which with what mana, I had protection as well. I'm really surprised he never used this. Like, I get that it's not exactly protected from a lot of things, but I'm really surprised he never used it. Because it's flying, which goes over a lot of my stuff, and whenever it deals damage to a player, it'll deal X damage to a target, such as my creatures or the battle. He could draw more cards, gain that much life, where X is a number of different colour pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colours. I don't know if this counts as 2 colours. I don't think it is. No, I think this is... No, this is pure green. This adventure doesn't count. But this is a 2-colour item. This is a 2-colour item. Does it... Does it count lands? I think it counts lands, because those are 2-colour permanents, aren't they? Right? Surely that counts lands as well. Lands are considered colourless? Oh, okay. Well, the fact that the border around them is all colourful. Lands are colourless. Okay, fair enough. Shows what I know. I don't play against rainbow bullshit. This is a black and green land. This is a green land. This is a black land. This is a red and green land. They look like they have colours. You look at colourless cards and they don't look like that. They look like this. That border to me says colourless. This border to me does not say colourless. You can see my confusion. So fair enough. But he still has 2 double colour items on field. So he would still have X2, which means he'd still be doing 2 damage to this if he didn't attack it with that instead. He would get 2 card draw. He would gain 2 life. Ah, look at it. This was also a 2-colour item, but I destroyed it. Where's the rest of his 2 colours? I mean, this is a powerful card in itself. It's a 6/6 item, but like... Where was the rest of the multicolour? I don't think this person really built their deck around that idea. It feels... Because they never cast this and they didn't have much multicoloured permanents, I wonder if... Yeah, I wonder if they were just playing a thing. Multicolored permanents, not spells? Yeah, this is a permanent. This is an enchantment. goes down. Enchantments are permanents, right? I've not called out anything here which is not in fact a permanent. Now granted, yeah, those aren't multicolored sorceries, they don't matter in that regard, but like, where was the other multicolored creatures or anything to do multicolored? Even this isn't multicolored. He was just cycling that for card draw. Where are the cards? Is 3 in play? He has... Oh yeah, this one as well. He does have 3. I'll give you that. It just doesn't feel like he had a lot of multicolor coming out. Moss Waters green black? Okay, so the lands which have the colour all the way around them are absolutely colourless. But this thing here, which is 2 different cards, it is creature that can go on an adventure. You're telling me that counts as green black? Yes, I know every land is colourless. We've been over this, Gaz. It's called being incredulous. I know you've encountered this. But this is a green creature. It's cast with green mana. It's got a sorcery attached to it. It's a green creature. It's the same pairing as a Vraska thing? Okay, well that also undoes this discussion entirely, doesn't it? Yeah. It's called Colour Identity. Where X is a number of different colour pairs. Among permanents you control, there are exactly a permanent that is exactly 2 colours. I don't understand this. Okay, fair enough. So if the colour is somewhere in there, according to you, Gaz, it's legit. Even if it's a completely separate sorcery that happens to be printed on the same card because it's an adventure spell. Sure, why not? Umbrella, your head hurts, my head hurts. This guy's head hurts because I smacked him in the face with a 10-10 Glissa that he really should have seen coming. Like, why would I attack there if I didn't have a plan for him? What colour do I think Timeless Lotus is? It is a omnicolour identity card which requires no colour to cast. Is that what you're going to tell me? It is every colour, and it just doesn't need any of them to be cast. If you were in some insane way playing nothing but Mirrex, you could still cast this. But it's still every colour, right? Evidently I'm wrong, because yes is a very quick answer. If it's every colour, then you're white. No, that's not how it works, Umbrella. It's 5 colour IIRC. So 5 colour means yes, Ken, you are correct, because there are not a 6th colour to argue over. Okay, fair enough. Yes, it is. Cool. This is saying Timeless is colourless, but its identity is all colours. Okay, fuck off at this point. Quote me the rulebook, get into the sections, go open up a wiki, find me the rule. Because if we're going to say something is both colourless and all colours, I need you to define what question you're asking. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have you go, well, technically it's every colour and also no colour. No. Pick your definition. Pick. It's like the difference between destroy and damage. Pick. Alright. Liquid Gitrog. Sure. I do have one of these. Okay. The Gitrog. Ravenous Ride. 5 mana cost, black green, so not cheap at all. Legendary creature, can be used as commander. Trample and haste. Whenever Gitrog the Ravenous Ride deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice a creature that saddled it this turn. If you do, draw X cards, then put X land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. Okay. Alright. On its own, it's not as terrifying as I was expecting. but I can see the synergies if you're able to create various creatures, like plant creatures. I see it's a beta on its own. It's a 6/5, but it's a 5 mana 6/5. 5 mana in green. You kind of expect a beta on its own at that point, yeah. Sneaky having haste in there too. That is nice, but yeah. Spicy Dragon Fruit saying the card's colour is determined by its mana cost. Colour identity is based off the mana pip in the card's cast cost and its rules text. Okay. Well then, let's take us back to that that commander, which was talking about spells with 2 or more, 2 colours specifically. What was that goddamn commander? I don't even have it. Here we are. Where X is the number of different colour pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colours. Is this talking about the colour of the card or the colour identity of the card? Which is it talking about? Just the colour. Okay. So now when we're talking about the mana cost, specifically the mana cost, because that is what colour is, do you also consider the mana cost of the adventure spell on a creature card that is on the battlefield? Okay. We're saying yes on that. You believe so. Slightly decreasing my faith in that by the saying you believe so, but there we are. And the thing is, I would know for certain if this guy had just used his goddamn commander. Never got to see him do it. You missed the question? Mosswood Knight, the green creature on field that has a black adventure. Do we consider the black adventure mana cost as part of the colour of Mosswood Knight? I put it myself to test it. I know it's only rare, not super rare, but still no thanks. Colour identity doesn't matter outside of EH deck building? I'm gathering that, yeah. So this is a colourless card. Which means that where Gaz said it's 5 colour, Gaz lied to me. Well, not lied, but got it wrong. Brawl is basically EDH, but yeah. This is a colourless card. If someone wishes to disagree on that, you now have multiple people in the chat to also disagree with. Its colour identity is 5 colour, but its colour is colourless. And because colour identity only matters in deck building for EDH and Brawl, when someone refers to what is the colour of the card, they're not referring to that, so this is a colourless card. Now Nitius is disagreeing on the Mosswood thing, saying Mosswood... Okay, right, you know what? What colour are cards with adventures MTG? Not colour identity, just colours. Control F colour. American spelling colour. God damn it. Well, this was a useless page. God damn it. This is going to be a pain. Look up what colour identity lands to. Yeah, I see the kappa there. That tells me don't look it up. It's just going to hurt me. Right. Let's reshifty how this is. In fact, let's put this on the intermission screen, just so I can use... I want chat on this screen and research on the other screen, because I'm finding this out now. I need to say, if you cast an adventure card as an adventure, use only its alternative characteristics to determine whether it's legal to cast that spell. For example, Question Druid is on top of your library. Beast, not Question Druid. It's not about the casting, and this is the problem. It's the information as to what kind of colour is it. Right. I need the bloody rules text. Adventure is a spell subtype in single instance sorceries attached to creatures and artifact cards. Adventures are only spells when they are cast. When they're in any other zone, the characteristics of the adventure are ignored. Only the characteristics of the creature card apply. If the target of an adventure spell is removed, causing it to fizzle, the card goes into graveyard and not into exile. Which I know, and I use that to my advantage at times. Right, yeah, here we are. Let's read through this together and see about what information we can glean. We have the official text here. From the Comprehensive Rules, August 7, 2020. Should be good enough for us. Adventure cards have a 2-part card frame with a smaller frame inset within their text box. Alright guys, take care. Someone will probably tell you the answer. The text that appears in the inset frame on the left defines the alternative characteristics. Yep, that is the spell part of it, the adventure. Even if the object doesn't currently use them. The card's normal characteristics appear as usual, although with a smaller text box on the right. If an effect refers to a card, spell, or permanent that has an adventure, it refers to an object for which these alternative characteristics exist, even if the object currently doesn't use them. Makes sense. So, Beanstalk Giant is a spell, a creature or spell, which has an adventure. This adventure here. The existence and values of these alternative characteristics is part of the object's copyable values. Okay. And although adventurer cards are printed with multiple sets of characteristics, each adventurer card is only one card. For example, a player who has drawn or discarded an adventurer card has drawn or discarded one card, not two. Makes sense. As a player casts an adventurer card, the player chooses whether they cast the card normally or as an adventure. Okay. When casting an adventurer card as an adventure, only the alternative characteristics are evaluated to see if it can be cast, normal casting stuff. While on the stack as an adventure, the spell only has its alternative characteristics. Makes sense. If an adventure spell is copied, the copy is also an adventure, and it has the characteristics of the spell, not the normal characteristics of the card that represent the adventure spell. Makes sense. So if we cast this adventure and then copy it whilst it's on the stack, our copy isn't Beanstalk Giant, it's a copy of this adventure spell. Makes sense. Instead of putting a spell that's cast as an adventure into its own graveyard, when it resolves, it goes into exile. Whilst it's in exile, the creature can come back and be cast. We know that. In every zone except the stack, and while on the stack not as an adventure card only has its normal characteristics. If an effect instructs a player to choose a card name and the player wants to choose an adventure card's alternative name, they may do so. Right. So it's saying then, at any point, when this card is anywhere other than being cast as an adventure, at any other point, it is only the main card. So in the case of Mosswood Knight, whilst it is on the field, it is a green card, not green-black. The sorcery isn't happening. Its colour is only green. Sorcery or instant, I forget which one it was, doesn't matter. The non-permanent adventure spell attached to that card. That's what it says here. Yeah, that's what it says here. In every zone except the stack, i.e. where spells are waiting to be executed, and while on the stack not as an adventure, i.e. when you cast it as a creature, it's only got its normal characteristics. Yeah. There we are then. So, the whole thing of mocking me for misunderstanding Mosswood Knight and calling it a green-black creature, no, it is green. And it wouldn't therefore trigger this. Because this would require that it would be exactly 2 colours, and it was not, it was 1. I was right. I didn't know the exact ruling details, but I had inferred enough of it from the layout of the cards, and this time I was right. By chance, I will give it on that. I hadn't carefully studied the rules text, but I knew where to look for it. And you gotta give me credit for knowing where to look for the information. Ah, and you know what's really great? You can't do that with Warframe. You literally cannot do that with Warframe, because in Warframe, if you try looking up the exact rule information, first of all, it doesn't exist. Second of all, if it did exist, someone somewhere at D would have forgotten to have updated it. Yeah, there we are. Okay, I was busy playing a game, wasn't I? If anyone here happens to be part of Gaz's community, it's up to you if you want to let them know or not, but if you do, be polite about it. They probably won't want to be badgered. Anyway, on with the show. This button's bringing a tricolour. Red, white, black, 6 mana cost, Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. Oh, fuck. Oh, I do not like that. And it's a graveyard user. Okay. Also, my options for starting are a little on the slim, but workable. What am I kidding? This is not workable. This is terrible. Free mulligan. This is much better. This I can work with. We'll keep these. Good colours give him haste. Yeah. We'll see what I can do with this. We'll see what I can do. The thing is, I've got some quick starting here, but he's got 25 health, not 20 like standard. So I do need to work through him quickly. And of course he's got his entire rest of his hand to do whatever he wants with. Get that tumbleweed. Okay, he's not using turn 1. That's good. I can instead. So my turn 1 is going to be, yep, Swamp into Forsaken Miner. Miner is then going to swing next turn, unless he blocks with something more powerful. That is black. Okay, I mean, yeah, I was expecting red, but no, black is fine. What other game modes do I play? I prefer to mostly stick with standard, I'll be honest. I mostly stick with standard, and I'll play in ranked, because I don't like it when people just quit out because they're bored. In ranked, people have a penalty for quitting, i.e. they treat it as a loss. So if someone quits, it's because they realise they're done for. Most of the time. Because I don't want to play half a game. Okay. Couple creatures on field. Target player mills 2 cards. He's milling himself. He really wants to use his graveyard. Oh, and of course, yeah, it allows him to descend and scry and do more stuff with that. He is cycling through his stuff quickly. Okay. When this dies, target creature you don't control gets -1/-1 till end of turn. Fair enough. Alright. Let's start by dropping this down. And then I'm going to swing. Yep, that works. He's going to kill that. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to let that resolve. And I'm going to summon this. So the reason I'm doing it this way around is now I can get the black mana down next turn. Then I can target his stuff, kill it, and cause this to come back. Because if I tried doing that then with the cut down, I only had green mana left and I couldn't bring that back. In my videos where I say let's solve a practical problem, is it a reference Team Fortress 2's engineer? Yes, it is. Shit, you killed that. That's annoying. Yes, look at my username, take out the letter K, what do you get left? Okay, looking at the situation then, I still need to drop this, because I need it to do the combo of what I'm about to do here. So we're now going to... Yeah, I'm going to pop this one. Which will allow me to bring this back. There we go. And then that final mana is just going to sit there. Nothing I can do with it right now. Glad I could answer that for you, Nitius. Okay, he's now onto 4 mana, including an Omni. And does nothing with it. Well, that is more concerning than anything he could have done. Shite. So we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. Hello, it's a fairy. He's thinking. He's thinking. Got the old gears turning. I lost track as to when he gained 4 life, I'll be honest with you. There's a little bit, okay. Oops, I accidentally just confirmed that. Well, that's done. Are you new to Magic? Know you from Warframe, but been playing Magic 15 years. I'm relatively new to Magic. I got properly introduced to it a year ago. But I don't play it heavily, so I'd still say I'm relatively new to it. I've mainly focused my playtime on Standard, just so I can actually kind of, you know, learn something, rather than be overwhelmed constantly. Oh, I'm playing into my own demise here, but let's do it! I can't win the game if I don't cast spells. He's not got blue, so how bad can it be? He's of course going to kill that straight away. There it is! Oh, we get rid of Trumpeting Carnosaur, that's for my benefit. Move this to Commander Zone, yes. Yeah, 5 mana is a little bit expensive, but we'll get there. White? Oh wait, yeah, no, white. I was thinking blue would be the weird one, but no. Yeah, there's a white card. Alright, cool. Pop this on field. Swing with what we got. Swing first to make him have to make a decision based on lesser information. I intend to cast this, but we'll see what happens first. Need more people with stats knowledge like you in the hobby? So many competitive players make decisions based on vibes. Yeah, I'm not really going to apply my stats knowledge to this game to an extent that you might be hoping for, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't intend to get particularly invested in Magic overall because pretty much the entire business is built around loot boxes cunningly disguised as booster packs. I have an issue with that. I have not put any money into MtG Arena. I played it entirely free to play because I will not buy loot boxes. I refuse. So that holds me back from getting as invested into this game as you might hope. Alright, let's put this on field to die. Smite me, O mighty smiter! I know he's probably got a board wipe, because if you have 1 white mana, you have a board wipe. That's what they do. And he's got 2 white mana. Oh look, there it is! It's a white card, destroy my creature. It's as if I called it. I've got some explorations. Sure. Oh, it's a Shelly! Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. That's not great. Let's just full swing into that. Now, is he smart enough to realise that he shouldn't block my 2-2 here? Is he smart enough to realise? Because that's the entire reason I've swung. I want him to block my 2-2 and kill it. Is he smart enough to realise? Come on, be dumb. Be dumb. Just block the 2 damage. It's free. It's right there. It's in front of you. Yes! Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, come on. Ah. Alright, fine. We'll do this. Bastard. Filthy, filthy bastard. And I'm going to cast that. And I'm going to cast it on you. Nope, it gave me a land. Okay. You climb to Mythic as free to play. I did that once as well. Have a Toxin deck which did that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty strongly against loot boxes. Okay, so the fact that he knew not to block there is kind of concerning. This guy definitely knows how to pilot his deck, because to a noob, that would be an easy block. They're like, oh, well, I've got a 4-5, you've got a 2-2. Of course I block that one. Hey! Easy win, destroy your creature. Oh, what's that? Ward, sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life. Gain 2. I don't like this. Yeah, no, I do not like this. Well, let's put the land down that he's seen already anyway. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Target creature gains trample, and then until end of turn, target creature gains whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, draw 2 cards. Cool. I could definitely get some problems for him here. But let's cause some problems for him. I'm going to allow him the ability to swing at me. By doing this. Keep the flyer alive, make him think that I'm keeping a blocker. The reason I'm keeping it as a blocker is because I am keeping it as a blocker. See, the secondary market spooks, I'm torn on. On the one hand, I'm paying specifically for what I get. But on the other hand, by funding said secondary market, those cards only come from the primary market, as it were. Which means I'm funding the loot boxes and inspiring people to open more to hope they get the rare items. Which I don't like. Okay, I don't want more card draw whilst that's still alive, because that'll kill me. So yeah, we just let this happen. Bang. I could just draw off of that. Yeah, I'll draw once. One draw is safe. Oh, hey. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. Okay, cool. Resolve. 2 damage. Oh, no. Now, yes, he gains life. I lose life. Very bad news for me. How sad. So bad. Target creature. -3, -3. And this is why you didn't want to block before. And boom. He's alive! Okay. That triggers multiple times over. I should get one of these. Oh, ultra rare. Maybe I won't get one of these. Ward, sacrifice a creature. Yeah, we can do that. Skidoosh. Ward, sack a creature. Oh, it's going to be this one. I've lost a lot of life this turn. I'll be quite honest. I think I've lost like 10 life this turn, so that was maybe not the smartest of plays. But I did get rid of his big stuff there. Shit, I forgot. No, this hasn't got haste. Oh, but when it enters the battlefield, he can do it. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Okay. How do I not die here? I think I'm dead here. Yep. I think I'm dead. That combo was so strong. Oh, how could I have done that better? I don't think I could have. No, I could have. I could have killed this first, then killed Shelly. Ah. But that's only a matter of a few hit points. What's my actual solution here? How do I win? Is the question. And the answer is, I don't think I can. I'm going to put this on field. I can start stealing his creatures from under him. No attacks. And we pray. We pray. If he kills one of my creatures now, I can't block and I die. I am praying now. There it is. That's game. Good game. Decline. That's game over. Ah, let him swing. God damn it, those are some strong cards. This one in particular. No locks. What does this auto pass button do? I don't think it does anything. It doesn't pass at anything. But yeah. I could have blocked, and for what? I was basically dead. So, no point even trying at that point. No point even trying. I was screwed. Because this was about to trigger. It is what it is. Right, that card. I mean, it's really expensive normally, which would put me off using it in most circumstances. It was some 6 mana item, which I apparently don't have. Where is it? Here it is. Vampire Assassin, flying and ward, sacrifice a creature. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So, there is a similar creature to this. If I filter like this, a similar creature which I've used before but not to very good effect. Vran Executioner Thane. Whenever one or more other creatures you control die, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So this only costs 2 mana, but it only triggers once per turn, and it only triggers when other creatures of mine die. Whereas this one will trigger every single time a creature dies, so mine or theirs, and it has a ward of sacrifice creature which triggers it, and it triggers off itself dying. Rip is much better. I mean, obviously it's much better. It costs 6 mana versus 2. If this did the same thing as this, we'd be in just crazy town. Now, in a normal deck, I don't know that I'd want to play this in standard because it's a 6 mana cost. That is expensive. That is very expensive. When you consider that good old Sheldred the Apocalypse, the overpowered black card in every single black deck ever, is 4 mana cost. And this one doesn't require creatures to die. This one works on just card draw. I know it has flying, yes. Well, not this, but that card, yeah. But this is 4 mana. This is much easier to cast. 4 mana, and it's only 2 black. And it's a death dodge. Not that that matters too much, but it is nice. This is 2 more mana again. So that's very expensive. And it requires creatures to die to trigger its effect. If I'm against someone not playing much in the way of creatures, not so great. But if I'm against someone who's not playing much in the way of creatures, they also can't easily target this. But as we've seen, a lot of ways to kill creatures doesn't target. You can just wipe the board. You can force me to sacrifice. There are ways to kill it without targeting. It's all just a thing. So it's an interesting looking card, and I do wonder if it would fit into this deck. I've got Invasion of Zendikar in here to help me develop a mana base. Like, just to build into these more expensive cards. I wonder if that's one I could kill in favour of this card. Because we go from an expensive card at 4 mana to an even more expensive at 6 mana. So that's a bit of an issue. But it's not the end of the world. And it also leans into something like this, where I can bring a card back from my graveyard. So if this does die, it's not dead forever. I think that might actually be a worthwhile inclusion. Because to give an idealistic example, imagine I've got this on field, and I'm against an opponent who's gone super wide. They've got a whole bunch of horrible tokens just threatening to ruin everything I hold dear. And the card I was about to point to, I apparently do not have in this deck. One moment. Where is it? Oh, that's why I don't have it in this deck, because I can't use it. I remember now. Yeah. Alright. Sorry. The card I was looking to bring up, I forget the name of it, but it's one that has destroy all creatures, mana 2 or less. It has a cleave cost to destroy just all creatures. That cleave cost includes white. That's why it's not in this deck. Because I'm not allowed to use it. Because of its colour identity. Going back to that discussion. Okay, never mind. But still, I can use a board wipe. Just a general good old board wipe like the Gix command here. With that board wipe, if there's a whole bunch of stuff on their field, all of that would trigger off of that vampire, and the opponent would rapidly run out of life. That seems like a value proposition worth considering. Let's look at all these other bits as well. I'm looking at a lot of these other cards, and it's hard to decide if I want to get rid of any of these others as well, because they all do a lot of good stuff for me. Like, a lot of general good stuff. Really hard to decide on removing any of them. I'm certainly not removing land to put in spells. That's just asking for trouble. I think Invasion of Zendikar is one to take away. At least for that vampire. And I would like to put in another board wipe, I'll be honest. Because when my opponent's getting bigger and bigger, sometimes just be able to hold back, obliterate them, and then step back into default myself is really nice. And I don't have a lot of board wipes in here. In fact, I think I have one. Yeah, I just have the one, Gix Command. Yeah. So let's have a quick gander. Yeah, the instants and sorceries. All creatures. Search that. One of my options. So we got... If the spell was kicked, +1/+1 counter on each on a creature you control. All creatures get -2/-2. Not so great. Same again. Same again. It's -2/-2, -2/-2. Fathomless Descent. All creatures get -X/-X, where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. That requires my graveyard to be stacked with stuff already dead. Not great. And then we have this Deadly Cover-Up. I think this is the one to pick up for this idea. It's destroy all creatures. If evidence was collected, I can get rid of a card from their graveyard and then peek at their hand. Yeah, Kembo, yeah. Having access to more cards definitely gives you more options. This is the entire all creatures options. Granted, this says destroy each creature. So let's just search that as well. Each creature. Are there any of those? Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Not what I'm looking for. The end is not very good in this setup. Because your whole idea is you can search their decking, just delete that entire card. But that doesn't work so good in singles. Each player... No. I need to put quotes on this. I just want the each creature stuff. So we got the Gix Command. Breach the Multiverse, I find, is an extremely expensive card. And that it's nice when you get to play it. But if it's in your hand early, it's just taking up a spot. For a very long time. I've not been particularly happy with that card. Like, I hate playing against it, but I dislike having it in my hand. Yeah, I think the only one was that Destroy All. This one here. So if we pop this one in, and then there was that Vampire. Beck. When did I turn off green? Just a quick check. Green doesn't have any Destroy Alls, do they? No. Nothing of import. Vein Ripper. Oh, I've turned off... There's my filter. There we are. So I'm going to pop this one in. And then I was going to remove Invasion of Zendikar. I just want to... Does green have anything more? I really doubt I'm going to find anything of interest here, but I'm going to have a look through. You never know. Real quick, like. This one's a nice card, but it's so expensive to cast. So much green mana. It doesn't really fit the deck I play. No, these are all going to be buffers rather than wipes. They're not what I'm looking for. And as much as that it looks cute, it doesn't fit the style of deck I've gone for. Avarice is the most... Avarice. Sorry, not sure what... I don't memorize all the cards. Insatiable Avarice. Probably isn't the most useful length for games. I actually really like this one. Because I have such limited card draw in general, when I have this one available to me, it gives me a nice chunk of card draw. But on top of that, it's got the ability to search for a card. So when there is one specific card that can save me in a situation, this makes it happen. And that is huge. How many times you've been in an MTG game and you're like, I have the counter for what's going wrong. I can fix this. I just need that card. This card is that card. This is, for the cost of a little bit of mana, a wild card. I'm not going to get rid of that. Hell no. Yeah, I have to spend the mana to make it happen, but when I can make it happen, I can make it happen. Makes it happen next turn. Most games since we end around 6-7. Yeah, it makes it happen next turn. It still makes it happen next turn, as opposed to just being dead. There is no singular card I can put on this spot that will fix the situations this wasn't fixing. Yeah, it's a bit of a Hail Mary, but it's a 3-mana Hail Mary. And it's a 3-mana Hail Mary that works in 3 different ways. 3 mana, I can draw 3 cards, I lose 3 life. But if I've got Shelly on field, I actually gain 3 life. If I want to be extra cruel about it, if I've got Shelly on field, I can target my opponent with this. They draw 3 cards, they lose 9 health. That's a big deal. That could be a game winner. They go, oh, okay, I won't block Shelly. I'll take a bit of damage. I'll be on 9 health. I can still handle this. And then boom, they just lose 9 hit points. I've won games with that. The search card, I spend 3 mana total. It's now on the top. I will top deck it next turn. I know I'm going to have it. So if I could survive the turn, I can completely change the situation. It's such a versatile card. Yeah, it's expensive in that you're spending the time to get there. But that is far better than just praying I'm going to get Deadly Cover-Up or Gix Command or Shoulder to counter their Shouldered on field. And instead I draw a Forest. It is so painful to be stuck waiting for a card to come through. You're just used to Vampiric Tutor that does that for 1 black. Fair enough. There is, of course, always going to be some kind of trade-off involved. What do I get rid of? I'll be honest, I think I should just get rid of Ferox Obliterator. I think I should get rid of this one. I like the card. I've enjoyed using the card, but it is not a good card. Not in the grand scheme of things. This is harder to cast than Shouldered. Harder to cast. Because it's the same 4 mana, but it is all black mana. So we've got, if I've got, say, 3 black, 2 green on field, I've got more than enough mana, but it's the wrong type. I would love to use this card more. And when it works, it is beautiful. I'm even in the right colours for it. I could change up my deck to be a fight deck. Yeah. You don't like that unless you're running mono black? No, I think it works better in black green. I really do think this works best in black green. Because, very simply, fight. Fight cards are all green. All of them. At least all the ones I have access to. And fight cards are so good for this. I love it when you can get that combo off, especially if you can get it in a 1-turn combo. You don't have... Oh, you mean just for the cost? Yeah, for the cost is a problem. But the thing is, if you're playing just mono black, the Obliterator doesn't really work. I mean, yeah, it's a threat. If you put it down as a blocker, your opponent really doesn't want to attack into you all that much. But all it does is hold the line until they're ready to attack you more thoroughly. And if you attack with it, it's a threat of 5 damage, But 5 damage is far more preferable, in most cases, than having to sacrifice a whole bunch of permanents. This has been my experience with the Phyrexian Obliterator, trying to really get value out of it, is that then it really tends not to unless you force the matter. And it is these fight cards that force the matter. But I can't justify putting in these fight cards over the other cards I have. I would have to build for fight being the idea. I would have to build into having more heavier creatures, which is very much more of a green deck, whereas this is more of a black deck with green support. So for that reason, I think Obliterator's once a can. It's a nice card, except for the bit where it doesn't actually fit this deck. Yeah. Alright, let's craft the bits I'm missing. I've got enough wildcards for it, so that's fine. Made a couple changes. See how it goes. I think we got time for 1 or 2 more rounds of this. Spooksy, I love that you choose Glissa as your commander. Modal spells, rock, and secret to good decks to me. Modal spells. Not entirely sure I understand on modal spells, sorry. Roxanne, what the hell is that? Enters the battlefield or attacks, create tap colorless artifact named... Oh, that one. Oh, shit. Okay, I probably lost. I've lost every time against this setup so far. Let's try it. Every time I have faced that card in Standard... yeah, in Standard, I've died with so far. Commander might be different. Ooh, I like that. Commander might be different, because they can't so easily set up their combo, but... I do not have faith. I do not have faith. Oh, okay, Spooks, yeah. I do like having spells and multiple choices as well. They tend to be more expensive, but you can rely on them to get the job done. Oh, you're going to go for a slick shot. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Yeah, we'll let you try and make that happen. I'm not summoning my commander. I'm going to hold back the mana. I'm going to let you know I know exactly what is coming. Coming. And I'm ready for it. Yeah, you hold back as well. You hold back as well. I can hold back. I've got a creature on field. Nothing requires me to cast right now. I'm holding my mana. Okay, you're going to have a lot more mana. That is slightly problematic for me, yeah. I'm not taking actions, but I am actively stopping them from taking actions. And that works for me. Yeah, no, I'm holding that card. That card definitely needs to be held. If only this was this instant. This is also not an instant. Okay. Is there anything I can do for 2 mana here that's worthwhile? I don't think there is. No. I need to keep my kill cards, so I'll keep swinging. I know he's got a lot of mana, so he could summon more than one thing at once. In fact, he almost certainly is going to, because he's also got Slick Shot for free. So, Slick Shot's on field. Good. What else are you going to do with it? Here we go. First strike reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a bunch of +1s on your counter. Fair enough. You've got a bit of mana left. Slick Shot wants you to cast more stuff. Why are you not casting more stuff? Cast it. Spend your fucking mana already. Okay, fine. We're just going to have to shoot the sheriff directly now. Skadoosh. Oh, has he got hexproof? Nah! Okay. Yep, should have seen that coming. Well, I'm still going to force him to get rid of a creature. Just so I can start burning back through this. He's still going to pop that open. Fair enough. He had the protection for it. Credit to him. If he didn't put that other creature down, I could have killed Slickshot still. Ooh, that's put it onto 4 toughness. It's got 2 +1/+1s. Shit. I was hoping to use this on it next. Well, I need to get rid of it because it's a flyer that gets a lot of damage. So I'm going to have to use this one instead. I was really not wanting to do that. Now, surely 1 red mana does not give him away to protecting. It doesn't. Good. Okay. I'm not going to attack my 1/1 because I can use that to die. It's going to die. It's dead. Oh yeah, this was mana. That was it. Okay, fair enough. So I'm not in a good spot now. He's got a lot of mana and a lot of options. And is going to start hitting me repeatedly. See, if I kill that, it'll be 7 mana, which he can afford. Oh. But I need to kill it. So, we kill that. We attempt to kill that. We successfully kill that. And then we summon... Okay. Then we summon Glissa. There we go. Which he is going to immediately murder. Fair enough. Oh, I can bring it back from there. No. Decline. I can cast it back onto the field with this. Cheaper. And he's not got blue, so he can't counterspell me. Yeah, once again, this is annoying. I don't like it, but it's there. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I really don't like this one. Like I said before, I die to it. Trying to not die. Search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. What can I put there that'll be worthwhile? I don't think there's anything worthwhile to put there, is there? I mean, this would be the time to have the Phyrexian Obliterator. This would be the time to have the Obliterator, because as soon as they try slamming into it, they would kill themselves. Damn it, why did I get rid of that card? This is the time to use it. Oh well. We'll cast this anyway, no point searching, because I know what's in my graveyard, and it's what I need already. You and you. Surveil, let's see. Oh, hello, yes, I'll have you next turn. Thank you very much. And as much as this is saying I could cast it, there is nothing on it worth casting right now. Ah, son of a bitch. Yeah, you might as well go to the command zone. Take action. I am in a world of hurt. Oh, and that's a creature land. I didn't even notice that. Excellent. I am really screwed. Incoming damage. Yup. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Oh, he's gonna kill. Oh, good game. I didn't realize he could target that creature. Yep. I told you, I die to this thing. It's so bloody good at what it does. Ah! Yeah. If I had the Phyrexian Obliterator, it wouldn't have worked. He'd have just sacked these. He'd have just sacked them. The Obliterator wouldn't have done shit there. Oh. I probably misplayed that. Hard to say. What could I have not killed? The thing is that I had to kill that. Yeah, I had to kill that. Or at least attempt to kill it. And of course he then managed to not die anyway. I put the threat on field of me not spending mana early, because otherwise he would have just done this sooner. Like, there wasn't really any point of putting Glissa on sooner. It wouldn't have stopped the flyer. I could have maybe kept the fairy around, but as soon as he was ready to get going, he had the lightning strike, so he'd have just zapped the fairy anyway. I need to die instantly? Yeah. Unfortunately, by this point, my options were limited. It was maybe I go for that, but it looked like I had maybe a chance. I was very wrong about having maybe a chance. I was very, very wrong about that. He had a lot of deal damage cards, which I didn't expect. So, misplay on my part. Misjudging how to survive. But that flying slingshot is very dangerous because it can just scale in power so quickly. Ah! Red-green, it powers up. It does a lot of ramping, green, and it does a lot of damage directly to you, red. Fun fact, I'm not prepared to do all that combo. I am not very well prepared to deal with it, especially when he got that hexproof. Ah. And that's only because he drew it. He didn't have to have drawn that. He could have had more damage and no hexproof. In fact, I only saw him use one hexproof. Or one thing that could have given that. Like, that attempt to kill the slick shot could have worked, and then he wouldn't have got the mana creature out, which would have stopped him doing yet other bits as well. But the card said no. The card said no. Alright, what we got here then? Oh hey, hello there, you are well too early. I can't cast you for a long time. Not too happy about this setup, but mulliganing is likely to make it worse. So I'm going to gamble on it. I'm going to gamble on it. This might be a serious mistake, but I'm going to try. I didn't even look at their thing. When you cast a non-creature spell, create a bunch of 1/1 creatures. Oh, that's terrifying. 1/1s with haste. That is terrifying. Over to you, broski. Over to you. If he starts counterspelling my stuff, I'm done. What is that? Okay. He's holding his mana. He can counterspell if he wishes to. So, let's see what happens. No instant on casting of my spell. Instead, he has that one. Poop. Well, at least that can't hit Glissa now. That can no longer hit Glissa. Okay, Let's do a combo of summoning Glissa straight away. Solid. No combo, wombo, chombo stuff. Let's just get Glissa on the field whilst he can't counter it. What do you got for me? Come on, Jogi. I assume that's how you pronounce that name. It might be Joggy or Jogwai. Yogi? I have no idea. Well, let's see. What are you going to do? How are you going to ruin my day? Okay, he returns that. Yeah, because none of them are deserts, so fair enough. He gets to card draw. I want to delete this as soon as I can, but it's an artifact. I don't have a lot of artifact removal. I also am not drawing mana right now, which is not helpful. Let's see. I could use this to also gain some card draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can afford it, yeah. He might counter this, and if so, well, fuck. He might just kill it, he might bounce it, he might do all kinds of things. He could just lightning bolt me right now. He did none of that. A flash creature? He, I mean, I lose my black-green card to get a flash. I don't understand why he did that. Hey, draw a card. Sounds good to me. And then a whole bunch of cards, and then gain some life. I could get those things back right now, but I won't. Let's see. Okay, Iron Crag. Whenever a legendary creature enters here, the thing, it does that. Plan the high, surveil 3 if you have no cards in hand, then draw 3 cards. So it's a 3-card draw, basically. Fair enough. Okay. This guy is trying to set up something crazy, so I need to start hitting him. Vein Ripper I can get out on field next turn, which is nice. So let's Ruins Recluse. Yep, and the rest of these are either kill cards or recover cards, so I've actually not got a lot of options right now. Let's just swing with this. I should probably have done that first before Ruins Recluse, but whatever. Draw a card. EX Command as well, okay. Yeah, but I've got a lot of kill and recovery. But he's not doing anything I can kill or recover from. So I just kind of have to sit and... Here we go! Flying Ward 3. Oh no, whatever will I do against Ward 3? Force you to sacrifice? Bitch. Well, he got it out with 4 mana plus 2 mana generators, and now it costs 2 more. Hello, Penguin. It goes well. Hope things are well for you too. Good game. Good game. That was his entire plan. That was his entire plan. To cast that, and then next turn, make a whole bunch of hasted 1/1 goblins. That was his entire plan. I don't think that was the best plan. Because yeah, I think it would trigger off of that. The mana value of that spell, so yeah, it would trigger off this. So it would cast that for free. He would get 4 1/1 hasted creatures. So we'd have 5 creatures across the way there, and then he'd probably have something to increase the damage of every creature he has, which would use up his mana. It would spawn more creatures, and then he'd swing with like a dozen 3/3 creatures and just bam 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 bam. Doesn't work if that instantly dies. Okay, fair enough then, yeah. I win. Just like I have been countered through so many games today, I just hard countered him. But waiting until turn 5 to do something... Was it turn 5 or turn 4? It'll be turn... Actually, it's got to be a turn 6, because I had 6 mana on field. Waiting until turn 6 to be able to do anything? That doesn't seem like a good deck. No. Alright then, well, fair enough. Unfortunately, that is where we're at for time. So, to all y'all, thank you very much for joining me today in this MtG Brawl. What I have there is not exactly the most impressive of decks, but hey, it won some, it lost some. I will take that. Some things will smash you down, some things won't. That's pretty much MtG in a nutshell. There are hard counters, and then there's Lady Luck, and whatever she chooses to do to you. But that is all that we've got time for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be live again on Sunday with more good old Warframe. In the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.